Microscopic anatomy. Retina is a three interconnected neuron system formed of photoreceptor cell layer, bipolar cell layer, and ganglion cell layer. Retinal layers from inwards out are formed of the following: internal limiting membrane, footplate of Muller cells, nerve fiber layer, ganglion cell layer, inner plexiform layer, inner nuclear layer, outer plexiform layer, outer nuclear layer, photoreceptors nuclei, external limiting membrane, zonular attachments between photoreceptors and Muller cells, rods and cones, inner and outer segments. Photoreceptors formed of two segments: outer segment embedded in interphotoreceptor matrix internal to retinal pigment epithelium. Phototransduction convert light energy into electric impulses. Inner segment cylindrical, composed of fine granular cytoplasm formed of outer eosinophilic ellipsoid, inner basophilic myoid. Photoreceptors rods 92 millions contain visual purple allowing scotopic vision. Cones 4.6 millions contain trichromatic pigments allowing photopic and color vision. More dense at the fovea and nasal retina. Outer nuclear layer lies internal to external limiting membrane. Contains the soma and nuclei of photoreceptor cells. Outer plexiform layer handles fiber layer. Junction between inner fibers of photoreceptors and Muller cells. Dendrites of bipolar and horizontal cells. Inner nuclear layer 8 to 12 rows of nuclei of bipolar cells, horizontal cells, amacrine cells, interplexiform cells, and Muller cells. Inner plexiform layer, junction of bipolar cells with ganglion cell layer. Ganglion cell layer, cell bodies of ganglion cells, absent at foveola and optic nerve head. 6 to 8 layers at edge of foveola, single layer in retinal periphery. Muller cells processes and branches of retinal vessels. Nerve fiber layer, axons of ganglion cells, internal limiting membrane, innermost retinal layer, and forms outer boundary of the vitreous, formed of the following: collagen fibrils, hyaluronic acid of the vitreous, basement membrane, plasma membrane of Muller cell. Retinal pigment epithelium, single layer of hexagonal cells extending from the optic nerve edge to the ora serrata and becomes continuous with ciliary pigment epithelium. Neuroectodermal in origin, 5 million cells firmly attached to the Bruch's membrane, acellular basement membrane of the choroid. Apex of retinal pigment epithelium envelopes photoreceptor outer segments. Vital tissue for maintenance of photoreceptors function. Retinal pigment epithelial cells are joined by tight junctions, zonally occludens, which block the passage of water and ions and macromolecules into the sensory retina. Function of retinal pigment epithelium: forms outer blood-ocular barrier through its tight junctions, absorbs light from melanosomes, maintains subretinal space by active fluid transport, helping to bond photoreceptors to retinal pigment epithelium. Phagocytosides rod and cone outer segments through enzymes produced by cytoplasmic organelles. Participates in retinal metabolism. Produces type 4 collagen, heparin sulfate, and laminin, which integrate in lamina vitrea of Bruch's outer blood retinal barrier.